Hi guys, it's Candace. Welcome back. Okay, we're going to do a quick just play with some more spray paint and our metallic luster and or rub and buff. So you guys don't forget about rub and buff. It's the same thing as this, and you can find this pretty much more than you can this, I believe, because this has been around. I don't know, it might have been around. This might be around longer, but I use this all my life with my grandma. So I wanted to make some reinforcers out of different colors. So of course I had to see if my spray paint would work. Well, answer is yes. So this is the hammered silver. It's hammered Rust-Oleum. Got it at Walmart, and it's this silver. Let me see, doesn't even have, they need to put a name, a color on here, but it's this silver color, so whichever, color you like. And when it dries, it gives you that hammered texture on here. Now, the non-sticky, non-adhesive part on here is still tacky, so you do need to let these dry a little bit. But once they dry, this takes a little bit longer than the regular ones, but once they dry, they will peel off and be really pretty. And then this one here is this hammered burnished amber is what this one is. And can you see where it just has all the little texture and stuff on there? Let me see if you can see them on here. I don't know, it's really hard to tell, but it is really pretty. And then once this backing dries, it will dry on there, but that will probably take overnight for that plastic on the back. But this will, as you can tell, see how this is dry and this is, a little shinier because I kind of spray painted a little bit heavy. But we're going to let that dry, and those will be good to use tomorrow. I'm going to trip over these cans, And then this is the metallic silver, metallic gold Krylon, and I did get these at Joann's because sometimes our Walmart carries it, sometimes they don't, but I've had these forever. As you can tell, it's kind of rusted because it's been on my paint shelf. But look how pretty these are done in this metallic gold. And this is already dry. It's not as tacky because it doesn't have that hammered show. And then don't forget, save these because these are some pretty background things. And then this is the silver. And like I said, this is already dry. It's not tacky or anything. But you can make your own metallic or any color, any kind of spray paint you have. Make you some colored reinforcers and quit paying these high prices for them. Like I said, I know I'm going to trip on those and it's going to be bad, but now, we're going to do some book pages too. But I just wanted to show you the difference. These are the AV reinforcers that I bought, the other day. This is last year's. Now, people, you charge us more money and you take away a whole stinking row of the AV labels. It's just not fair. Not fair, not fair, not fair. But, so this is the Brilliant Turquoise. And so, I did this one and I did it on the blue paper. Now, isn't that going to be a pretty background for a tag? So, like I said, you get your labels, your reinforcers, and you get these really pretty cards. So that's what the blue one looks like. This is... oh shoot, I think this one is the silver. Yeah, the silver and the white frost are similar, but we're going to do one with the white frost just so you can see the difference. But look how pretty that is on a tag. So that would make a really pretty journal card. And then, like if you're doing grungy journals too, that would be really pretty. Now, I did a gold one because here's my gold on the red. Can I find this with the gold? Nope. So we're going to make one real quick on this other side. I'm hoping I have enough room. But yeah, I can't find the ones that I apparently did before. So we're going to get messy. I hope I don't get too messy, but you know, that don't mean nothing. Okay, so we did the red. No, we did not. We did blue and silver. So now we're going to do, let's do rose gold. I wonder if rose gold and red would look. Now let's stick to the regular gold. Alright. Oh, let me make sure I even turn this on. Yep, okay. You know, there's a good possibility I didn't. So all you do is, you know, stick it on your finger and, oops, be gentle, because these new labels come off much easier than the old ones. You know, America, quit getting chintzy. So you just got to take a little more time to cover all of your area to make sure you have all of your white. But I mean, these are just so pretty when they're done. And they're already, you know, got their hole punched and everything. And you just, you know, doesn't take long for this paste to dry. Oh Lord, it's feeding time. So you'll be hearing the beast. You can hear Molly right now if you listen closely. Oh, that girl. And then, like I said, whatever overage you have on here that goes over on your card, you can use this for a journal card later. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Now I do need to rotate. I sure wish I knew what I did with the one that I did before. Oops, I can tell right here that I missed, because at this angle of the light you could see the white on here. Alright. So now this is quick, easy, cute, and simple. And like I said, if you don't have this this wax, use, if you have any of that what is that? Oh shoot. Dimensional spackle paint or whatever that they use in stencils and stuff. Use that too. Anything that'll cover it. Markers, you know, all that good stuff. You've seen them stamp over them with a stamp, which after this dries, we'll get our stays on and stamp over it, just so you can see how pretty it is with the metallic and a stamp. Ooh, my hands are tired. Like I said, I fed the horses, had to bust open some hay. The hay was too far for my scissors to open the bale, so man, I had to fight it, and I can feel it. Feel it in my hands. Alright, so and then there's this, and like I said, if you look close, you can kind of see where there's it looks like a little overages on here. Well, when you take them off, you just rub it off and it comes right off, because it'll be dry by then and all that good stuff. But see, isn't that pretty? You got another little card. I can't believe the difference in sizes. I'm disappointed. We all need to write and complain to Avery Labels like they care. Not. All right. Trying to get a little bit of that gold off my finger. All right. So then, remember how Elke, because you know Elke had did this and cut them out with her little die cutter. Well, we're going to go ahead and just take a book page and cover it with some. I wanted to get a stencil. That's what I wanted to do. Hold on. I'll be right back. I sure forgot that. That's what I wanted. I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, guys, I'm back. So this is a stencil. I got it at the Dollar Tree. We're going to see if it can withstand me rubbing on it, which it feels like it can. So, and I'm kind of thinking I want this one. I know, let's really go for the, well, let's see who's going to cover our page the best. It's looking like this one is a little bit shorter. Well, I'm going to go with the middle one. I know. Make up my mind. Okay. And it says self-adhesive, you know, like repositional, whatever. Repositional. I'm sure I didn't even say that right. You can reposition it, whatever that word is. Alright, so let me do, I want to do some rose gold, and I've never used this one. And we're just gonna, same thing, we're just gonna use our fingers or paintbrush. And if you go, you know, if you go over the edges, well then we just go over the edges. It doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh. Yep. So it got down to 24 today. So tomorrow's high is 22. Low gonna be 13. So, yep, we're gonna be cold again. Oh well. It's winter. You get to wear sweaters. I know, it's awesome. Shoot. We could never wear sweaters in Houston. Well, I mean, you could if you got some kind of internal thermal problem, but most people can't. It's too hot. All right, so we have that, and oops, as I throw it down, and then I wanted to go ahead, yuck, and try this white frost, because it really, it covers, but it doesn't cover. This one is the one I ordered that came from overseas. I ordered it on Amazon because it had free shipping. But it took forever to get here because it shipped directly from the people. Well, all the junk is stuck on top because, you know, it came however. But you can see through it, but it, you know, it doesn't really cover. But if you went over it a bunch of times, you could probably get it. But it's definitely, you know, it's called a frost. So we're just going to cover this with this. And then, you know, I'll know what we're going to do with it. But we might use it to make pockets or journal tags. I don't know. But I just wanted to do this because that's what Elke did. Covered her book pages and stuff with some of this rub and buff stuff. Or whatever she uses. She's in Germany, so Germany has something similar. Whew, this one stinks though. The other ones didn't smell so bad. Whew. Let's see what it kind of looks like underneath there. Oop, definitely need to be a little gentle pulling these off. Let me put this back on here before I have a situation. And then we'll peel this off. Like I said, since it's self-adhesive, repositionable stuff, it does stick a little to your paper. But I'm sure like other ones, you know, after a while you'll probably have to rinse it with water so it gets sticky again. But, you know, you can use any kind of stencil. I just thought I would use this one because I hadn't played with it yet. But yeah, you can tell like your cutting boards and stuff, how they always pick up the fibers from your paper, and then you got to wipe it with, you know, clean it with your baby wipes so it can get, you know, sticky again. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do with these. But, you know, it was just $1. We can survive. But yeah, whoops, as it rolls down the hill. All right, that feels pretty dry. I wanted to see, let me put this gold one up so I don't lose it again. I wanted to see what it would look like with distress ink over it. So let's get our distress ink, and we're going to use our big brush. and pull some out and just kind of go over it to grunge up our book page. But it does knock down that shine, and it kind of, I don't know, that looks, oh, I've got some gold flecks in my, and then I have to clean my mat off because I don't have any paper underneath it. I'm just inking on my glass mat. But yeah, should have let it dry, as you could tell, a little bit longer because it's definitely got some flecks in here. I should have burnished it with a credit card first, but yeah, I was, you know, wanting to do it fast. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do with those dots. But yep, we just antiqued our book page up. Whoops. And made a mess. What else is new? Okay. Just clean my brush off a bit. Oh, let me just wipe and see. Well, you know. Oops. My next couple of things might have some, but that's pretty. I mean, we distressed our little book. We have some different shine on there. And I think that'd be pretty if we, you know, cut it in half. So we'd end up with a pocket like this after we, you know, back it and reinforce it. So I think that would be really pretty. So look at that shine. Okay. And then that's what we were supposed to do with this. I know I don't have any wet wipes over here, which is unusual, but I don't. So let me just get a little water. Oops. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to make a real big mess now, you know, distress ink and water, but, well, ooh, somebody's getting fussed at outside. All right. I guess I safely need to get another paper towel since, you know, I'm playing in the water, and dry this off. Okay. Alright, now, I still can't believe the size difference. Oh, man. But I don't want to stamp on there. Let me just go ahead. We're going to stamp on here. And I'm going to use, oh, who do I want to use? Let's just use some little cursive. I think this is a Tim Holtz one. And we need some stays on. Oh, VersaFine. Well, you know, kind of wondering because I'm not quite sure about that. This metallic, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use stays on, just to be safe. All right. I think I'm going to take it off the block and just kind of use my hands. And then stamp on it. And then see, you get your little writing and script on your stamps, I mean on your reinforcers. Oh, Fergie. That dog is painted. I'm sure there's a cat out of the window, out the door. They deliberately do that to get her in trouble, I'm telling you, because she falls for it every time. All right, and see, That's really pretty. Let's see if you can see it better on here. And then, you know, we'll let that dry. Because, you know, sometimes stays on takes a while, but I'm definitely going to put it over there with my spray paint ones to let it dry. Oops, see, I ran into my spray paint already. I told y'all I was going to do that. But let me... I want to stamp on here. Just to stamp to see, you know. And then I have to clean my stamp. Let's get some down here. But yep, we'll use that in our Valentine journal. I love journal. All right, let me put my stays on back. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean this real quick just because it stays on. Well, I thought I was. Oh gosh, where'd I put my stays on cleaner? Oh, in my drawer. Hold on. I know you're going to get my arm in the way now. It doesn't fit in here anyway. I've got too many tulip paints in here, and I just don't have room for that. So I might just have to put it back where, oops, and my stuff's falling down. I might just have to put it back where it started from, because this is the, you know, stays on cleaner, and you just rub it on your stamp, and it is a little oily, so it comes off on here, so you definitely gotta kind of wipe it off of your sponge applicator to get it clean, but it does come off. It's like mineral water or something, I don't know, but it definitely has a little oily something to it. Oh my gosh, my shelves are full. And then it just wipes right off. Oh no, can y'all see? Yeah. And it just wipes right off of your stamp. And I definitely would not reuse this because it is, like I said, it's got a little oil to it. I would not reuse that with the big one, but I am going to go ahead and blot it off, which, you know, you could blot it off on some regular paper, but that stuff definitely gets the stays on off and keeps your stamp nice and clean. Okay, just in case if y'all want to see, got it at Hobby Lobby, 2020, not 1920, 2020. It was $3.99, so I'm sure it's $4.99 now. But it just stays on cleaner. And then let me put my block back on. Yeah, see, I kind of leave it on here, and the ink has come off of the thing. I guess I shouldn't do that when I don't use them very. But, you know, when I use them, then, you know, I get to using them, but I do leave them on there, which is probably a big no-no. All right, so we did that. We're going to let it dry. And then I wanted to do a white frost on here just to see the difference between this and the silver one that I did, because I know it's silver. But I want to make sure. Oh. You know, this really doesn't show much other than it's just really shiny. But it is pretty. Alright, let me just rotate it. Yes, y'all hear little girl? Ay, ay, ay. All right. right. So we got that all on here. I think we're just gonna do some more on here and let that be a off paper. Let's see where, yeah. You can definitely see the difference now. This is silver, but I had some of the blue on my finger when I did it, so it kind of has like a little blue, very pale blue hinge to it. But here's the, whoops, the plain one. But you can tell that it, you know, it's white, but it's definitely shiny. Okay, so we did that. Let me close it up. Let's see, did we do a, no, but I want a rose gold of these because I love the rose gold. Is really pretty. On reinforcers. I'm just going to move this around because I'm decorating my paper too, you know. My book page, I should say. You know, we're going to try to get two things for one. Oops, didn't quite get the white on that. So the doctor approved John to be a new patient for the GI doctor, but he can't get in to see him until February the 11th, and we have to drive all the way to his main office, which is down in Nashville, but oh well. That's usually what happens, you know, when you get the specialists. You got to go to their, most of them are located out in Nashville, and then they have little satellite offices, you know, out here in these finger communities, which, you know, we usually have to drive to Lebanon or Gallatin or something, which is 45 minutes from here. But, and they usually, you know, see people once a week in those offices. So, but at least he can get his new patient thing over with, and hopefully they will be able to care enough to, I think I need a little more, I still see white, to figure out what is causing this. And like I said, if it's a side effect of these cancer drugs, then they just need to let us know and just say this is what it's going to be like. So I don't know, but see, isn't that pretty? I guess I should put it on some white. See, but that is really pretty rose gold. All right, and then let me see what other stuff. I know I'm trying to dirty up my paper now. I mean, pretty dirty up, you know. Let's do some red. Why not? Now, the red does stain your finger a little more, and you definitely have to go wash it with the red, because I guess it's just the red pigment in there, which is more of a, I call it berry red, because it's not radiant red. It's, you know, but it is a pretty color. Ooh, but this red and that white frost stinks. I have to tell you. It definitely smells. All right. I know if I wasn't trying to decorate this paper, it would go a little faster. But nope. Whew. It does smell. I have to tell you that. The other ones don't you know, don't have that smell. It's definitely a little potent. But I am liking the colors that I'm getting around our paper. Let's just get it on the glass. Oh my gosh. So if you don't have a glass board to wipe up, you might want to put some other paper underneath it, because you're probably going to fall off the border. All right. So those are going to be pretty when they dry and when we use them on our next thing. Can y'all see those? It does have that shine to it. But now I'm curious. Let me see. Let me just buff some of it off. That's why, you know, they call it rub and buff. You put it on there and then you buff off the top. That's, you know, why they call it that, rub and buff. But we're going to blow some of our stuff off of here. I want to try, where's my gold? I know I'm going to stick my finger in there and contaminate it, but I just want to put a little gold hue on some of them. Oh, that's going to be pretty on a label. Oops. Well, we didn't get far, so, but we did, you know, make our things. So let me just go ahead. I'm going to keep on. I know I'll just have to piece these together. So, all right, we have this here. Now, let me put this up. I want to get my stencil back. Oops, my top rolled off. I guess it doesn't go back on its little thing very well. Okay, let's do this big one. I want to put some gold on here. Let's see. And ooh, I better close that up before it dries. I walk away. Now, this time I'm going to use some rub and buff. Now, the only thing with rub and buff is it comes out of the tube, and you got to make sure you don't push on it too hard, because you don't need that much. Cover your finger, and then it does the same as the other stuff. So if you can't find this metallic luster, you should be able to find rub and buff, because like I said, it has been around for forever. And it looks like it actually kind of is less opaque. It covers more than the other does. Okay. So we're gonna try and take that off and see. Oh, I like that one. Oops, I'm sticking. All right, let's put one down here. Like one and a little bit more. Now this is much stronger smelling, but it doesn't stink like this, but it's more, you know, more paint smell, I have to say. But like I said, just use your finger as your paintbrush. Now, and I would say, you know, if you like to keep your stencils clean, you would probably want to go and clean these after you're done with these. And I don't know, See, you know how, I mean, I just rubbed it off on top of here. I don't know. I would guess soap and water should be okay if you, you know, don't let it set on there. But you can definitely, you know, rub and buff it in there. Oops, I'm stuck to my table. No. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's really pretty. I mean, that does a good job on there. Let me see. Wonder if we should use, let me see if I have another stencil close at hand that we can use. Let's see. I got these with the little lace on there. You know, I've not put metallic on there, but we might. And then since it's a real hardy one, I mean, it's a thick one, it's the Prima, I should be good with being able to go wash it. And I think I want to do like sideways, and I'm wondering if I want the same gold or if I want another color. Let's stick with the gold, even though I know. Let's try the rose gold, because this is actually antique gold, and then this one is gold rush, which is a brighter gold. That's the only way I can describe it. It's a brighter gold. Here, we'll just use this one so you can see the differences in the gold, and we'll see if our fingers work on these stencils. And I would say no, stencils are too thick, so you would have to work it in with some kind of a brush. So let me go grab my stencil brush in the other room. I'll be right back. It's not far. Just give me a minute. Let me see if I can not trip over anything. Whoops, too late. I tripped over something. I'm coming. Gotta go get my stencil brush. Okay, so I got my little stencil brush. This is a Royal Crafter's Choice, but I think we used this before with this junk and it didn't work very well. But you got to be able to get it in because the stencils are so thick. Oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to get a toothbrush and bring down here. I forgot. That's because I didn't put a sticky note on. I'm telling you, it's bad. I really do need sticky notes. And I definitely prefer the, you know, the short stubby stencil brush to these when you gotta work it in like this. Yeah, I don't think this was designed for this kind of stuff. It's definitely not going through and picking up on the paper very well. I mean, it got a little, but not much. I'm wondering if it would pick it up, rubbing it on. No. So, the thicker stencils do not work with this rub and buff. You need the thin ones. But, I mean, we do have lots of thin ones, so that's a good thing to know. But it's still pretty. It's turned out, you know, it's different. So I'm liking it. I'll be okay with it. Let's see. I'll put that back in my, I'll go clean that in a minute. Let's use this other one that's on here, this other thin one. Oops, I just tore my base. Well, poo. What do you expect for $1? I just wanted to put some of this other gold on here to see the difference in the golds. And I do believe Rub and Buff has something besides antique. They have a regular gold. But that's what John came home with when, you know, I asked him to stop off at Hobby Lobby to find me some Rub and Buff. When I lost my other gold stuff like this, I sure hope I find it this year when I clean this room up. Feel it sticking to the glass again. I might have to put that on some plastic wrap or something, saran wrap, or find another piece of packaging or something for it. All right. Ooh, easy, Candace, easy. It does stick to the glass. All right. But see the differences in the golds? Semi-put that back on there. Like I said, they're not sticking to the packaging, but that's okay. I'll put it inside something else. Just as long as I keep it flat, we should still be good. But, close my lid. But see the differences in the gold? So like I said, this gold here, the darker gold is the antique gold, and then this is Gold Rush, which is just more of a gold, because I think the Rub and Buff has the antique gold, and then it had something else, something gold. So, but you can kind of tell from, well, no, you really can't. I think the packaging actually showed some. But, you know, don't fret if you can't find this, and if you can only find Rub and Buff, it works just as good, and it's just as pretty, and like I said, so that is our little ta-ta. I think that's going to be a pretty little book page pocket too, and then put a label on there. I don't know, we'll sew it or something, but, and then we'll antique around there. I'm going to let this dry this time before I start putting my, whatever that is. Distress vintage photo around the edge of it, because it does need to dry a bit. And then see, you can still see that, woo, there's quite a bit loaded into this hard brush, but that's why it's a stencil brush. It, you know, kind of soaks it up and keeps it in there. So, but I will go and use my soap and water and clean that up. All right, so that's going to be all of my little quick, easy playing with our waxes thing video. And then, like I said, see, like this would be pretty if we glued a leaf on there, and maybe a flower. I don't know, like, it's not gonna be this size, it's gonna be half size. Gotta remember, it's gonna be a half size. But see the difference by just taking some of our Distress ink and just rubbing around it, how we made our book page look even older than it was. All right, guys, and then don't forget your little offcuts. Oh, here's our blue too. Your little offcuts of your papers. Oh, and then we had, oh my gosh, we got a lot more back here. Remember our spray paint? We did spray paints, which these are drying great. We stamped on them with Stays On. Let me just rub it and see. Oh, it stayed on. So our Stays On stayed on. And then this, like I said, I don't know if you can see these bubbles, but that is going to be pretty when we use all of these to use this background for something. That's going to be really pretty. And then, like I said, this, you know, I might just take and fold it and put it in a page like this. You'll have a silver on one side and a gold on one side, because that's really pretty. And then we have, don't forget, we have the hammered spray paint ones, which, yeah, they're definitely dry to the touch, but I can tell the bubbled up on the plastic, on the non-stick part, looks still a little bit wet to me. So I'm just gonna, even though it's not tacky, but I'm still gonna be safe and let this dry overnight on this one, because it's just mighty shiny right there. All right, well, there you go. So I know it's just something quick, easy, cute, and simple, and just another way to you know, use your rub and buffs and your little metallic waxes and lusters and stuff. And you know, that's what Elke did on hers. Just, you know, rubbed it on her book page, and then she cut out her tags and everything. So, you know, we could have went that step, but I didn't go there. But you know, just rub it on your book pages and then let it dry, and then take your die cuts or your punches and punch out on your papers, and you will get, you know, some really pretty different things on there. But, you know, don't forget, stamp over them, stamp on that, and just get some different little things going on. I know this isn't new, but it's new for me because I haven't, you know, didn't do this before and didn't have all these colors. But whoo, now I got some colored reinforcers. And especially for you people who live out of the States who can only find the white stuff, make your own pretty colors. Okay? I know. Hey, Karen. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Jane. Hey, Elke. Elke already knows how to do it. She does it. She's got it down. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was short and simple, but you can really, you know, make yourself some really pretty reinforcer holes, or like I said, you know, cover your, you know, color your book pages or paper with your metallics, and, you know, use your die cuts and stuff, and get you some really pretty shiny items out of it. All right, so thanks for all your love, thanks for all your support, and I will see y'all in the next video. Lots of kisses, lots of love, and y'all have a great day and a blessed day. Bye, guys.